Have you ever been in your car and went into a daydream? Did you get to your destination and not remember the drive at all, only the fantasy? Have you ever been having a daydream and your lips move but no sound comes out? This is called maladaptive daydreaming. For a borderline like me, this is how all my thoughts are structured. A fantasy, a daydream, where everything goes right. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're loved. You could fight a grumpy crocodile and come out the winner. Just another way for the brain to analyze data in a safe space, to problem solve, to run scenarios of conversations over and over until you feel like you'll never be unprepared to respond, that you'll never be caught off guard. It's like thinking about asking your boss a question, only you're going over every possible response that they might have to the question in your mind. Now imagine you could make a bond with someone so deep and so powerful that they become another voice in your mind. That your choices and opinions don't just have to go through the lens of your own ego, but theirs. You feel loved because you love them, and maybe they don't love you back, but they definitely make you feel good with the smallest hint of their approval. Your life is so much better because of that approval, and you decide you'll do anything to not have to go without it. You'll submit to them completely, and for everyone else in your life, maybe you're a combative, independent creature, but that never submits, but not to them. They make you feel happiness, like for once and in a lifetime of shit show, everything's gonna be okay. Like maybe this whole borderline thing isn't as big of a deal as you thought it was, if you can just keep them in your life. You want them to see you. You want them to want you the way that you want them, and you might act out of character or more promiscuously to achieve that. They are the remedy to everything that was wrong in your life. You feel beautiful because they think you're beautiful. You feel wanted because they made you feel wanted. Maybe before you had trouble even getting yourself into the shower, but now your self-care efforts have been completely renewed. Now you're cleaning the bathroom and curling your hair. You paid your bills on time, you're eating right, thinking right, and you think if I can just keep them around, I might actually be able to live a normal life. Maybe this is just what real healthy relationships look like, and maybe I've just been in bad relationships for so long that I couldn't remember the feeling. If we think of the borderline like a hurricane, then the favorite person is the eye of the storm, at least in the beginning, and maybe the first peace that this borderline has felt in a very, very long time. They are also the only people on Earth that can reach us or understand us when we're in this state. The slightest hint of validation or approval, the borderline can achieve a rare moment of relief from the raw anguish they encounter daily. And they could go weeks, months, even years off a single experience from a favorite person. This is because we have given them control of our emotional state. We have let them decide what our emotional state will be and what we will think of ourselves as a result. If you've chosen your people well, this is okay. This is a good thing. Take a breath. But if you haven't, all the things that made you feel valuable, make you feel worthless, the minute you feel like they don't have your back, everything changes. Everyone becomes an enemy. don't just hate yourself. You don't just feel stupid. You don't just feel unwanted. You feel like everybody thinks you're stupid. Everybody thinks you're unwanted. And you split. And everybody that wasn't there for you during that split is dead. Without the right reassurances, the smallest argument or disagreement can feel like a complete rejection of who you are as a person. Wanting space from you feels like concrete evidence they never wanted you in the first place, like all your time together had been a lie. Thanks to the hippocampus being damaged, your emotional memory of every time they fell short unlocks. That is the beginning of the secondary state. That first stage where you take someone of a place of valuation to a place of devaluation. You tell yourself you're just trying to see them as they really are, finally. But it's actually a pattern your brain has used to detect danger since early adolescence for most of us. And we have very little control over this process. What you may not know about splitting is that the borderline falls to from a place of valuation to devaluation beneath the boot of the secondary state. You were beautiful because they thought you were beautiful. Now you're ugly. You were smart because they thought you were smart. And now you're stupid. Every positive thing you allowed yourself to feel about who you are goes up in flames, leaving you with a sense of self-loathing and agonizing loneliness. When you split on a favorite person, you stop hearing their approving voice, but you never stop feeling their eyes on you. Their voice turns to disapproval, shame, and disgust. All the things you thought they liked about you, those things that made you feel like yourself, bring shame and fear instead.
Fine, so you think you've got it bad? I've never once been beautiful in my entire life.
Sophie, you're beautiful.
So it is not only the opinions of the favorite person that has changed, but the opinion of the self is greatly harmed as well. The greatest advice that I can offer you if you're a borderline watching this is to choose your people wisely. Because there's people that will destroy us, and there's people that will build us up, people that will protect us, people that will make room for who we are. And until you know who that is, guard yourself.